Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. This is the first part of the series. This is the livery now. As you can see, it has sponsors on it now. It's not bare bones. You can actually see I have sponsors. Yes, that is meant to be on backwards. I did that on purpose. As you can see, though, it has sponsors. It no longer looks very, very terrible. What am I doing? I want to go to my R&D. Because we got research to do real quick. We're going to get these front ring brackets, and I think that's about it. 725, 650, 650, 650, 650, yeah. So that's all I can actually... Ooh, I'm going to cancel that instead, just to get a bit more durability going instead. I feel like durability might be better, but... If I can show R&D progress, as you can see, very bottom. Like I said, we're going to be very bare bones. We're at the very bottom. Development, obviously. As you can see, nothing really good there. Assign upgrades, again, nothing really good. That's our current car's performance, which, you know, obviously not very great, again. Pardon me again. That's us again. As you can see, we have fucking nothing. And just to show it one more time. Oh, messages. Hold up. Get rid of them. There we go. Just to show... That's the wrong thing. Just to really show everyone. Where the hell is it? I gotta try and remember where it is real quick now. Drivers? What we will do... No, I won't show you who I'm trying... I won't show you who I'm trying to do. I don't remember where it is. Is it progress history? Yeah, there it is. Progress history. I gotta remember that for next time. As you can see, we are far below everyone else. I know 10 races does not seem like a lot, but, you know. And, yeah. We are going to advance to the grid reveal. And I will see you all... Solov. And I will see you all... Yes, I know. I will see you all at Australia. Hello again, everyone. We are now in qualifying. I am as Nicholas Solov. I'm going to go out real quick. See what I can dibble-dabble in. See if I can avoid being out in Q3. I don't expect too much, as we are the very bottom team of the grid. But maybe my driving skills will make up for it. And if it makes up for it too much, I'm going to have to increase the AI again. So, just wait and see, I guess, won't we? Now, obviously, this is not... I don't have anyone with a home race in the team, but it is the team's home race. I'm not doing any special liveries because I don't see the point in doing a special livery in the first season of this. To be completely fair, or for the first race of the season, maybe on a different track I will, like maybe we'll do a Abu Dhabi special livery or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I've already forgotten what tracks we even had. All I know is Australia starts, Abu Dhabi ends, and I think Spa is somewhere in the middle. There is a reason I breathe so heavily, by the way. My nose is actually crooked. So half of my nose is actually blocked off. So a lot of the times I'm breathing through my mouth, which is causing a lot of heavy breathing. Which, you know, not ever a good thing, but it could be worse. So I'm not too worried. So yes, I'm sorry if you hear a lot of heavy breathing. It'll be fixed up within time. But for now, you're just going to have to deal with it. So... Sorry, I went to yawn and just stopped myself from yawning. Don't mind that. That was me just stopping myself from yawning. Alright, we're almost back up at the start. And deploy used. Yeah, not quite there. Not quite there. I do feel something is wrong. I feel like I may need to up the AI before we get into the series completely. I may need to up it before this race even. I'm not sure yet. As you can see, I'm still going faster somehow. I shouldn't be able to, but I am somehow. I can at least improve a little upon what I do have currently. Which, you know, not too bad, not too shabby. As you can see from the left, I am clearly slower than the likes of Piastri and that, which means eventually I will be kicked out of the top 10. I don't know when. So, what we will do... Ooh, we lost a bunch of time there. Ooh. Okay, we're going to go back into the pits. I forgot I can stay in second gear for this. But yes, we're going to come back into the pits and just accelerate time, see what happens. I feel like my 120 is just high enough to keep me out of getting knocked out in Q3. Or Q1, not Q3, my bad. But you never know with this game. Because sometimes the AI can be ridiculously overpowered, so... You just never know what might happen. Could be good, could be horrible, could be okay. You don't know. We don't know. I definitely don't know. So we're going to speed this up. I need to stay out of at least... no, there we go. Alright. Let's see if I can't get better than that. We're going to go do a flying lap this time, because that means I'm not having to save energy around the track. I can just go from here. And hopefully we do a bit better than last time. At least good enough to get out of Q1 into Q2. If not, that's fine. Sorry, I am like hyper-focused right now. With no one else on the track, I can go just that little bit faster, you know? Hopefully just fast enough to escape Q1. Ooh, no, There we go. That's a little bit of time saved. Let's see, can we get it to go back up higher than before, or are we going to be stuck? Ooh, I think we're just out of it. What we'll do, turn to garage like this because I don't really want to drive around the whole track just to go back to garage. Back to here. Fast forward it again, and we'll just wait and see what happens. I did not catch that. Where have we placed? Have we placed just high enough to escape? We have not. Tim Tremnitz all the way down in P22, and I'm in P17 as Nikola Solov. At least we did beat the likes of Lenstroll. Isn't too hard to beat, actually. Especially considering this is technically last year's cars. So McLaren on top, Red Bull second, basically. Or is it Mercedes? It's either Mercedes or Red Bull second. I don't remember which one's actually second. Or which one was ranked second. I know Red Bull came very close to fucking... Well, I shouldn't say Red Bull. Max came very close to winning the championship. He technically only lost out by only 2 points. Despite... I know the championship standings have a significant difference, but he went into that race with just a 2-point difference. And yeah, Norris ended up winning. He's world champion. Good on him. All that fun stuff. But yeah, we are starting in P17, which, may I say, is not such a bad starting place for basically 2 brand new rookies. It's just a matter of, can we turn that into something better, or can we have an alright race? Can we get overtakes? Can we not? Let's find out once it loads, eventually. I don't know why I keep pitching up. There's no reason for me to pitch up. We're just going to skip this, because we want to get into the action, basically. So we're going to go with our normal strategy, nothing too terrible. I haven't done a formation lap in so long that I just don't remember. I know we don't want to hit Hulkenberg. Oh, I'm starting P16. So someone must have gotten a grid penalty then. Who got a grid penalty? Race director. Someone in the back here got a grid penalty. Pierre Gasly got a grid penalty. Oh, I've just hit the back of Autoletto. It's going to reset me in a moment. I can feel it. Yep. Except it's just stopped us on track. There we go. Yeah. That's a bit annoying that I don't get to go through the whole lap. And now we've just got to sit here. But could be worse. Could be dead last like our teammate. Yeah. Sorry, my brain's just at a loss for words right now. I just want to get into the racing, but I can't just yet because I've got to wait for everyone else here on the grid. That is a McLaren there in front. So clearly a McLaren, Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes. Bunch of other cars I can't tell Mercedes. I think. Or is it double Mercedes then someone else? I actually can't tell. Not from the way the grid looks anyway. Let's see. Norris, Verstappen, Piastri, Tsunoda, Leclerc, Hamilton, Russell, Sainz, Ocon, Albon, Alonso, Antonelli's 12th, Lawson, Hulkenberg, Bortoletto, Solov, Stroll, Colapinto. We'll quickly go to the race director to get the rest of the grid for you. Behrman, Hadjar, Gasly, and then Tramnitz, who is unfortunately our teammate and has unfortunately placed dead last. Now, let's see if we can't turn this into anything better. Oh, I had to go off track there. Just squeeze. Which one was that? Bortoletto out. There you go. Up to P13 after starting P16 is not bad. That is at least 3 places gained right there. Which, you know, is not bad. We have 29 laps. So be prepared for a lot of Australia. Ooh, Bortoletto's catching up. I've shifted down one too many there. Use my overtake to try and catch up to Albon real quick. There we go. We're a little bit closer to Albon. We don't want to absolutely smash into the backside of him. And we get DRS on the next lap, which is good. Max got fastest lap. Makes sense. Oh, he's just like taken off on me. Oh, apparently I'm not close enough for DRS. I definitely was close enough to Albon for DRS. Oh, God, I almost spun out there. I don't know if you saw that snap of oversteer there. But that was, whoo. Yeah. I'm 0.3 seconds within Albon. I believe I could get this overtake. I just need DRS first. Go around the outside. Come on. Don't squeeze us out. Yes. And we get DRS. Again. I don't know if it's because of Albon or Antonelli. But that is also a good amount of battery drained. So we got to just be a little bit more careful with that. Fuck. Okay. We're going to be a little bit slower now. I can already feel it. Yes, replace the wing. We're not going to box yet. We're going to try and wait for that lap 13 to 14 window to see if we can't keep our spot, basically. This is a bit of a interesting race so far. Granted, not from our perspective. It might be a little bit more interesting. Someone else is out in front. I think that may be a Red Bull. Yeah, I got a lot of drives like that coming up by the looks of it. Very risky, basically. I was still close enough for DRS at that point in time. Let's go. I'm not close enough for this one, though. I can already feel it. Ooh, wow. Wings up. Apparently, I'm still close enough for DRS. I shouldn't be. I am now, but I definitely shouldn't have been beforehand. This is a big detriment right now. Let's find out where Tim is, shall we? Teammate status. Up 2 places so far. That's not too bad. as you can see, these cars are clearly difficult enough on Master for me. Eventually they won't be, and I'll have to put it up again. When that time comes, I will be showing this, just to prove I have put them up. Although, I don't think yous would think I'd lie, but besides my point. Ooh, you caught up way too quick, Albon. I don't like that. I also don't like that I'm running out of room to move. Fuck, too far. And back down to 16. Ah, that's some terrible luck there on my end. But I got up to P11. I feel like I could get back up to it again. Maybe. Maybe once I get a fixed wing. But I'm trying to survive without it. So... yeah, I'm having to take a few of these corners slightly different. Now that I have no wing. I'm glad we didn't put it on strict track limits, because not having a front wing, missing half a front wing is terrible in this game, if you cannot tell. But I don't want to box, because then I'd be dead last like Tim. And we don't want to be dead last like Tim. Just squeeze him out if we can. Nope. We'll go in this corner side by side by the looks of it. Almost side by side. There we go. Squeezed him out there. He's now going to try and fight off Lance Stroll, while I try and make an escape. He's completely lost his spot to Stroll. Okay, so now I've got to fight Stroll. Great. Fuck. Hey, hold up. Sorry, I've just, like, instantly focused up. I'm trying to... Oh, how badly did that fuck up my tyres? Fuck. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I'm gonna have to pit. Box this lap. Box this lap. Thank you. Yeah, no front wing at all. Not helpful. So, pretty terrible start to the season. We might be able to salvage it, though. Tim is like 5 seconds behind. How? Fucked if I know. He just is. How we managed to turn that corner, I also don't know. How I'm managing to turn any of these corners currently with no wing, I have no clue. So... we're going to come back into here and get ready to change our wing. And there goes Tim. Well then, this has been an interesting race so far, hasn't it? Started P16 due to a penalty. Got up to P11. Accidentally broke my front ring. And then accidentally messed up the rest of my stuff. So, let's see if we can recover in any way, shape or form, shall we? Tim is currently 24 seconds ahead. Do I got a pit again? Yes. Lap 18 to 23. Okay. on hards, that's not too bad. It's just that everyone else will have pit before then, which means I might end up back where I am now. So, let's hope we can catch up, shall we? Before they pit, if we can. Because they technically haven't pit yet. To my knowledge. I don't think anyone's pit, apart from me, maybe. I can check the race director, actually. Race director. Who's pit? Has anyone else pit? Nope, literally just me. I'm the only one that's pit. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is going to be a bit more difficult than expected, but again, we like a challenge. Love a challenge, actually. And yeah. Let's see how interesting this is gonna be. Considering I can turn corners again, that's good. Might as well try and set fastest lap real quick while I'm going, shouldn't I? I'll save ERS for now, and then I'll try fastest lap on the next one. Because I'm losing time now, but if I'm going to try and go for fastest lap, well, I don't see a point in wasting energy as much. So now we go back to medium, which for some reason it's deploying instantly. I have no clue why. It probably deploys in corners and that. Now that I think about it. Alright, now we try and go for fastest lap. Fastest lap overall? 1:22.1. There you go. That's what we got to try and beat. Now, we might beat our own personal best currently, which is a 1:23.08. Doesn't mean we'll get fastest lap. Okay, I don't think we're going to get this. Like, at all. Well, Hulkenberg's down here with us now. I don't know why exactly. Yeah, we're not getting the 1:22.1. There's no way we can do that. Did he pit or something? Yeah, Hulkenberg's pit as well for some reason. So he must have had some, like, wing damage or something he needed replaced. Which is why they're both only 12 seconds ahead. On to new softs, yep. Oh, not softs, mediums. New softs? What the fuck are you going on about? It wouldn't be new softs, I think. There is new softs, but no point. It's gonna end up making me pit again. depending on how shot these tyres are and what lap I have to go in. I'm going to try and aim for lap 23 to try and delay the inevitable as much as I can, because it does not look like I'm catching... Ooh, I might catch these fellas a little. See, keyword, might catch them a little. See, Tim's caught up to them, which means once I can catch up to Tim, or Bearman now, I can be back in points, basically. He's not actually 20 seconds ahead. It's still updating. There we go. I believe Bearman will overtake Tim in a few moments' time. Currently, I'm still playing catch-up, as we know. If you have made it this far in the video, you already know I'm playing catch-up. So, yeah. But yeah, as I was saying in the prelude, this... Not bad, okay. This series is inspired by one of the YouTubers I watch a lot. His name's Arava, which is Aarava. Check him out. He's got a lot of My Team series. I'm pretty sure he's in Season 2 of his 26 Season 1 now. As you know, F1 26 did only come out last month, like the DLC for this game. Only came out last month. So, you know, wouldn't expect too much. And I think there's about 3 or 4 seasons of his 25 career. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on much of anything. But yeah, this is basically based on his thing. It's just... I'm doing it a little bit different. Put my own twist on it, so you know, it's not completely just... Hey, you're just trying to copy this YouTuber. No, I'm trying to take inspiration from him. That's why I'm showing you guys the full race without the broadcast in between. I don't really care about what's happening up front. I assume you guys wouldn't care either, unless we had the broadcast. Then you guys would probably be like, oh, you need to show us more of the front. I don't want to do that. Too much editing, too much time, way too much shit to do. So it's easier to just play through the race, record the race and qualifying, show you what I get, all this fun stuff, and after that, it's... yeah. Anyway, we finally caught up to Tim, which, you know, not too bad, considering we lapped way too early, because we had to fix our wing. Don't hit him. Don't hit yourself on his wing again, Cole. Right, just straight overtake him here. You have better pace and speed, clearly. And he doesn't get DRS here, thankfully. So we're just going to blitz away from him now as quick as we can. Hopefully, yep, we're within a second away. He won't get DRS. Sorry, Tim. I'm not playing the team game this time. It's a free-for-all right now. Maybe in a later season if you are still with us. I'm not 100% sure yet. Now, I won't be revealing who I have in Driver Talks. Because it's the way Arava does it. I want to do it the same way. But what he does is he'll record clips from earlier on in the season showing who he was talking to. But I will not be doing that. Because I want to keep it like complete surprise. You guys don't need to be bored out with talks unless... I feel like unless... Hey! I was not expecting to spin out there. Ooh. This is a very interesting race. Why did I spin out? I think I've just taken too much curb on these worn hards, so it's like, spun me around, I guess you could say. I say we will pit lap 18, try to make the best of these not softs, new mediums we'll be getting, and see if we just can't get higher than what we are currently, basically. Obviously, as you can see from Tim, I think you'll find he's on the aggressive strategy, which clearly not working for him. Everyone else, I'm pretty sure, is on hards. Unless Tim decides he wants to take all of those. Unless Tim decides he wants to take those mediums all the way to the finish. I don't know. But yeah, as I was saying about the driver talk before I spun out, what he'll do is he'll record clips throughout the season of him and his driver talks, and he was doing it too. I'm not doing that. I want to be a little bit more original. I will, obviously, if he's in the pits, there you go. Obviously, if he does end up, if a driver I'm talking to does end up in the team, yous will obviously end up finding out anyway. If not, it'll more or less just be a thing of like, hey, this is who we tried to get in the team, but they didn't want to come. They declined our offer, so we went for this person instead, and they accepted. That kind of stuff, you know? How I'm making it away from Colapinto? No clue. I'm on older hards than he is. He should be catching up. As soon as I say that, he starts catching up. Fuck. Oh, my luck in this game sometimes is just not great. You can just tell from what's been happening in this race. Some of it's been mistakes. Some of it's just been down to luck. Like that's been. That was a mistake. Trying to think what has been luck in the race. I actually can't think of any, so I think it may have all actually just been mistakes. No, I feel like getting up to P11 was kind of lucky for me, I guess. That was kind of just luck-based. Same with Gasly's 5-second penalty. Not 5-second, 5-grid penalty placement. I don't think we would have been up to P13 if that is truly... If that hadn't... I don't think we would have been up to P16 to start or into... Or go up into P11 if that hadn't have happened. So... You know, luck does play some parts in it, not much though. So, what we'll do real quick, now that we're here, we're going to pause and check out the race director again. So we still have Norris who's in P1, Max in P2. Charles P3, Yuki P4, P5, Piastri, Hamilton, Lawson, Ocon, Albon's in pits. Kimi and Russell have dropped. Oh man, Russell hasn't. Kimi hasn't dropped too far, but Russell has. As you can see, this is currently everyone. Not the worst in the world. Norris on hards for some reason. Okay. No clue why he's on hards, but... Obviously, you know, being in a worse car, I'm going to get worse results. I don't expect anything too major. I was hoping to eventually convert that P11 into an actual result, but as fate would have it, no. It would not happen that way, unfortunately. If I can at least place above Tremnitz, that'll be great. I don't think there will be much developments in that. So the first few races in the first season might end up looking a bit the same in terms of results. Like, you know, we're not anywhere near the top 10, or if we are, we're like 2 or 3 places away from P10, and we just weren't fast enough to get to it. I will be changing the races each season, so we get a not a complete lineup, a more diverse lineup. So next season, I'll be swapping out. I don't know. I'll swap out something. I might swap out Australia for a different race, or I might swap out Abu Dhabi for a different one. I don't know. When we get to it, there's going to be another prelude episode, obviously, when we get to the next season, which obviously may not be for a good chunk of time, clearly. So I wouldn't expect too much, obviously. I forgot what I was going to ask. Tire status. Right, anyway. No matter what I do, I'm probably going to come out 22nd, okay. That's not great, but in saying that, I think pitting this lap might have a bit more benefits to it. You didn't see me just absolutely lose focus because I was too busy staring at what position I'd rejoin in. Shush. But yeah, considering we got up to P11, I think that's purely just luck. But considering we got up to it and managed to defend it for a good chunk of laps at least, or not a good chunk, but a decent amount of laps, I feel like that goes to show that sometimes it's not just the car that plays a part. It is the driver's skill at times as well. And obviously, me, having started last year, you'd expect me to, I don't know, depends on how often you thought I would have played. You would have thought I wouldn't be as good if I only played this occasionally. You also thought if I play this like almost every single day, I should know how to drive without traction control and that on. You're right about that. I should know how to play without traction control, but I don't just yet. There was a problem taking off that front wheel. We need to get our pit crew trained. And now Max is going to lap us. Isn't Max? Yeah, it's Max. We're going to use Max as like a mini tow if we can, just to catch up the Tremnets. I don't know why that showed up. More updates. More updates. More updates. I'm pretty sure that's at the top of the top now. All that does is change a setting in the game, which you can easily access in your actual settings, like in the game settings. It's basically an in-race way of changing how much the engineer talks during the race. Like that. So, wrong one. Fewer updates. I think fewer updates is the one I want. Let me just... You know what? I'll show you now while I can. While I remember it. It is... somewhere in here. Responses only... Oh, everything reduced, critical responses only. We want reduced. Or do we want critical? We'll go with reduced. Just to make sure, you know? Just to, like, make sure we get something fun out of this. Now, I shouldn't have to pit again. In saying that, I don't know... What the fuck are you doing setting another fast lap? In saying that, I should be able to catch up. Yes, thank you, Mark. As much as I hate Mark sometimes when he talks during the race, it's fun. It's not fun, but it's good knowing if something happens to the car or anything, and with the way I had him set, he was not telling me shit. So, like, how my MFD opened up to that just there, I don't know if it's just because there was something wrong with the car or anything, so... Vehicle status? Vehicle status. Oh, vehicle condition. Okay, so it must not be as bad as I thought then. Ooh. Let me just... I don't mean to do this again to yous. I understand you probably want to see the race. I'm just trying to make sure... Yes, it stayed on reduce. Okay. That's not too bad then. We want to at least try and overtake Tremnitz if we can. I'm not too worried about everyone else because it's clear I'm not going to be able to catch up. Like, if we didn't end up having that accident that took off the other side of our wing, we probably could have caught up and stayed a little bit closer, but things happen. Not much we can do about that. Just best thing we can do, put our head down, try our best to get the best result we possibly can from the race. Which obviously, sometimes you should expect to not get good things. Because if you expect to get good things constantly, you're going to be let down majorly when you realize that's not gonna happen. Especially if something randomly changes what's happening in your life. Or, for instance, in the game for me, not gonna be able to place higher than 21st. I can place 21st, that's still better than dead last though. May not give us points, but it's still better than dead last, so we should try and go for it. I might be able to catch up to the rest of these guys. We don't know. I am good to use some overtake at least, so I will be using some of it. We going... Oh, apparently I wasn't close enough for that. Okay. We're going to go for the dive bomb here. Just like that, we've gotten the dive bomb. Max is in front of us. He's P1. No point trying to go unlap myself from him. We can try and catch up and get higher. We do only have, I'm trying to think, 29 minus 2, 7 laps left of the race. We have good enough fuel. We're an extra lap of fuel. We have an extra lap of fuel, which isn't bad. Could be worse, you know. But yeah, it's just how things go sometimes. Sometimes things go great, and sometimes things go terrible. It's just how the game is. And it's how life is as well. Things can go terrible in life. Things can go good. You don't know. Ooh. I'm going to assume mechanical failure, but that is like a blessing in disguise. Because it means I'm no longer placing dead last at least. I'm placing 20th. Which, granted, still not the best. But it could be worse. It could be like... I could be dead last. Or I could have DNF'd at the start of the race. You know? I want to see if we can find out what happened to him. So we are gonna mechanical DNF. Although, you know, I realised I could have just went here to check it out. Yeah, mechanical failure, I told you. Ah, Bortoletto had an incident with Hajar there. Interesting. But yes, eventually, one day, we'll probably be able to see the top step in this career. Might not have for a good while, but you never know. Yuki Tsunoda's out too now? Is Yuki out too now? Yep. Oh my god. That would be another mechanical failure based on how slow he was going. Because it's not like he just stopped abruptly, he just stopped. So, that's another place up. So at least I'm P19 instead. You see what I mean? But like how things can be like? Some things can be good in life, some things can be terrible. Like that. Yeah, thanks, Norris. Oh shit. Oh, that was terrible. We're going to try and stay close to Timmy. Without bumping him, hopefully. Goddamn. You know what? It's only a few laps left. I don't see a point in pitting for another wing and new tyres. Actually, box this lap. Because what we want to do... There we go. We up on the softs, right? Because they got to wait for us to catch up anyway. What I could do, potentially get the jump on Tim again. Potentially. Or I could try and set fastest lap. Perfect. It is on indeed on none, which is good. That's always a good thing. Unfortunately, no one is allowed to overtake us now. Actually, I don't know why I said unfortunately. That's pretty good, actually. See, look at that. So everyone up to 8th place has lapped me. That's fun. we may not be able to actually make it up to Tim. Never mind, we got close enough. Look at that, we're P9. I heard it. And fuck, that's so stupid. Look at that, we managed to only just catch up to the safety car. And we're going to use them to our advantage. Why? Because Tim's going to have to move out of the way to give to cede positions. So we use that to our advantage. Oh, Tim, what are you doing? Tim's just fucking shoved us into a wall. Okay. We're going to rewatch that real quick to see what happened. Yep, Tim's just straight put us into the wall. Oh shit, I forgot this was the corner I was on. So we have 2 laps to catch up to him. You know what? We've got this. We're on softs. We got this. She's going to have to cede position to the 2 behind him anyway. So yeah, just an issue with my front wing again. Thanks to Tim. I can see why you're not happy with the team, Solov. Fucking Tim putting you into a wall like that. I understand my placement had stuff to do with that, but like, you know, it's just kind of funny to just blame it on Tim. Blame it on Tremnitz. Act like I did nothing wrong. You mean the wing damage we have? That made it really hard for us to turn just then? Yeah. Right, grand plan is sneak up to Tim and put him in a wall. No, we're not going to put him in a wall. What we want to do is we want to get close enough to overtake him. Which may include some overtaking. Which may include some overtake. Some battery, that's it. Oh my god. Why we have no DRS again? Fucked if I know. I thought it was back on this lap, but apparently it's not, so we're just going to completely cut your line off after what you did to me. And Max won the race anyway, because he's a whole lap ahead. So, that means when we cross the line, we will finish P19. Honestly, that is not bad. '19th is not bad, honestly. Lawson with driver of the day. Makes a lot of sense. Yep, figured he'd say that. There is no Verstappen. Max Verstappen. there we go. We got Max, Lando, and Charles on the podium for the first race. But one, Max Verstappen. That doesn't look like GP to me. I actually don't know if GP's in the game or not, to be completely fair with you. I feel like they just have a bunch of default engineers for everyone. That's fine, I don't care about that. We will save the full race replay though, because it's always fun to just go back and watch what may have happened. There you go, we got Max, Lando, Charles, Lewis, Oscar, Alonso, Antonelli, Russell, Lawson, Ocon, Hulkenberg, Sainz, Bortoletto, Gasly, Stroll, Behrman, Hadjar, Colapinto, yours truly Solov, or at least I was Solov this time, Tim, Yuki, and Alex Albon unfortunately did not make it through the rest of the race, which is a bummer for them, but that is good for us. As you can see, you know, bit of damage repairs, especially with Solov, considering we got a bit of fucked up. Now, which one is it? Is it 33 for details? It is. Still early days for the newest team on the grid. Can't wait to see what they bring to the table. I like that. That's not bad. We got an event. Let's quickly do this. The board has requested long-term financial sustainability. We need to carefully select the right team key. Self. Oh, fuck. I didn't read the options properly. Yeah, don't care much. We're going to get some activities going, shall we? Let's do some of them, and then we'll also just do that one. Right, just for now, just to make sure it's done. We do have some research to do, though. So let's quickly get that going. We'll get new ice. We'll get this front wing adjuster bracket. And we'll also get these pistons. And that, progress history, obviously, you know, not very good. Japan is next, so I will see you all in Japan. Until next time.